Hello YouTube, welcome to Dojo here, Samurai Man, and today we have the Transformers Combiner Wars Dead End figure. And he looks great. I love his color scheme. He's got kind of like a burgundy reddish look going on. Classic one gold stripe going across him. I do like that as well. That is typical Dead End. He's got some nice kind of like gunmetal gray going across the sides here. Not really sure what it's for. I'm guessing it's just to break up the color scheme. Kind of weird because this panel here is this part, these two parts are paint, and then this is plastic, so it does go around the side. Looks a bit awkward, but not too intrusive. Again, they painted the rims. Big fan of that. Love it, love it. They got some nice indentations for the tires. Looks like they're going to do a little crazy racing, which is typical of the Decepticons. Again, more of that gunmetal on the front of the bumper. I do like that. He's got an interesting looking bumper here. I love that. And the headlights here are done up in silver with their interesting, unique design. Just like I mentioned with Breakdown, he does have a unique design for his headlights, so that's cool. Black for the headlight, or not the headlights, the windows. So nothing too crazy there, but not bad. Come around the back, he's got some of that gray plastic there. I do wish they did some silver on these taillights, but we don't really see much in the way of the taillights these days, so that's unfortunate. But, what are you going to do? Here we have his accessory. Very stupid in robot mode, but in vehicle mode, not too bad. It is just like an exhaust pipe. But, you know, you would see this on a racing type vehicle. It wouldn't quite, you know, pop out this far, but or be this big or long. But you would see it, so it's not too off-putting. This is really the only place you can store it, though. You can put it on the top, but wow, is that dumb. Here we go. Here's what it looks like if you put it on the top. He's got an exhaust pipe on the top of his car. What are we even doing? What are we even doing? So, yeah, that's why I like to put it on the side, or at least the side of his car. But there you go. You can do that. He does have a nice Decepticon logo here. You can see. It's kind of tilted in. I think it's done that way on purpose. But there it is. Very nicely done. Again, that lavender-ish color. Not quite deep dark purple. It's more of a light purple. But that looks great. Come around the bottom. Undercarriage really well hidden. Nothing there says robot mode. Like nothing really at all. It's got like his spring here, the shock. So that's cool. And yeah, just overall they did a really great job on this vehicle mode, as they have been doing with the rest of this toy line, so that's great. The vehicle modes have all been looking amazing. So let's go and transform into robot mode. So to transform, we're just going to start by, we'll take these bits here, unfold the tires. You can see like that. Kind of giving me like a Trax look where he's doing flight mode. Very interesting, very unique. But there's that. Take the legs, fold them out, and then close these gaps up. And we're pretty much done with that there. There you go, get that spike out of the way. And I believe you leave this here, or maybe you do fold it down. No, leave it up, leave it up. We'll leave this up. And then what you want to do is rotate the thighs. So you have the legs like this, I believe. No, you don't. Leave that. Leave that the way it is. That's fine. So then we're going to take the arms, or what will be the arms, and just kind of bring them out of the way, you can see. Fold them up. Take the waist, rotate it around. So now we got everything flipping around together. Take this bit here. It's similar to Breakdown where you want to get this tabbed in, but it's a lot easier just because you can see the head doesn't really move or anything. So just flip that down and then take, this is where it gets kind of complicated. You want to take this here and bring this down. Okay, I totally lied. It was a lot easier than I thought. Thanks for that. Thanks for making me look stupid. But anyways, take this bit here, bring it down. Makes a nice little backpack, I guess. And then lastly, what you want to do is take the hands, and it's really dumb, but you want to flip them out, but they're on a ratchet. Why? Why? Why would they put the wrist at a ratchet? They gave ratchet joints to the wrists just for transformation. Really dumb. Very loud, very solid. I don't know why they did that there. Why couldn't they do that for his hips or his elbows or something else? But they put it in the wrist, and that's Hasbro. That is Hasbro. Anyway, just kind of line everything up. Go, make sure it's all good. And we're done! Dead End's in his robot mode. And he looks great. I love it. Oops. I love what they're going for. So Dead End in his robot mode looks fantastic. He looks amazing. I love the color scheme. We've got more of that orangey gold popping out that we had that one streak of before. His backpack's pretty well compacted. It's not too bad. It's just the front of the car, so what are you going to do? My one big complaint about this guy is his arms are pretty boring. It's just the side of the car all completely lined up. You can see if you have his arms straight, it's just the side of the car all there. So I try to kind of like angle stuff just so it's not totally looking like just the side of a car. But From the front, it's not bad. He's got some nice angles on his forearms and his bicep that come around really nice. So, from the front, not bad. Just from the sides, it's just pretty boring. There wasn't really much to do in that transformation at all or anything. The legs, kind of a similar deal. It's just really just the back of the car mode. You can see it's just totally the back. They kind of gave him feet. They angled the feet a little just to make it a little bit more foot-like. But, not, like I said, from the front, not bad. But just from other angles, it's kind of just, it looks straight up like the car mode. Just kind of like it's extended out. But there's that. Again, more of that nice panel lining and such going on. We got lots of nice little circuits and pipes and pistons going on the chest. Again, that Decepticon logo there in that lavender-ish color. And then coming around the bottom of the feet, he's got these spikes, which are pretty cool. I do like the spike look for the knees, so that's good. More of that circuitry and pistons and stuff going around the forearm, so that's cool as well. I do like that. And let's go and take a look at that head sculpt because it looks beautilicious. So, Dead End's head sculpt looks beautiful. As I said before, I love the design. It kind of comes outward. He's got like a helmet look. I can definitely see him being like a NASCAR kind of guy. He's got the visor going on there and that nice dark lavender. It's like a dark lavender there. More of that orange gold going on with the rest of his body. That looks great. Gunmetal for the head. He's got an interesting little divot there in the face plate. So, kind of breaks up a little. And even his visor is kind of angled at certain... Even his visor has some points going on there along with the faceplate. So overall, great job on his head sculpt. I'm really loving it. And you can see a lot more of that detail coming across in his chest, like I said before. I love the gunmetal on top of the burgundy. That looks great. And that Decepticon logo looks very nice there as well. So again, another one they knocked out of the park. I have to say, they did a great job on this guy. So for the articulation on this guy, he does have shoulders that go all the way out and down. They are on a ratchet, so you can also kind of bring them out at the base of the shoulder. And then universal ball, as I showed off. Rotation at the bicep, bend at the elbow. Kind of a weird elbow bend because his elbow just kind of just disappears on you. Does have a ratchety wrist. You don't see that every day, but he can do something like that. Maybe he's like that, and he's just like, yeah! Like he's kind of giving me that pose, like, yeah! Like Kip in Napoleon Dynamite. Yes! I think that's what he says, yes. I'm getting that kind of vibe from that arm pose or that wrist pose. So, something, you can definitely use it. And then you can rotate the waist, and then ball joints at the hip, universal, all the way out and around all that. Rotation at the thigh, bend at the knee. Actually pretty well done knee bend considering how thick the leg is, but it can actually go up pretty high. And then nothing at the ankles just because his legs are pretty much just giant blocks. As you can see, they're just very big blocky shapes. And his head is on a ball joint, but it really doesn't move too much up or down, if at all. I mean, it's very minuscule. But it does rotate, so that's something. So there you go. Not bad. Pretty awesome. Solid articulation overall, so not bad. And then bringing in his weapon and accessories and such, here we have the hand-foot gun. There's me set up in the gun mode. Pretty cool looking gun, I have to say. It's got like 2 triple-barreled blaster type things right there. I actually think this is probably one of my favorites of the weapon accessories, to be honest. I really do like this one. It's an interesting looking design. You can go ahead and hold it in his hand, if I can get it to stop moving. There you go. You can hold that in his hand. She's like drooping him out. Not too bad. That's actually a pretty solid looking weapon, I have to be honest. That is pretty cool. And if you want, you can hold his pipe, his exhaust pipe, as a gun. Only problem is, I don't know how you can actually use that as a gun. The barrel faces upward, so not very helpful. Other than that, honestly, the rest of it can totally pull off being a gun. I could see this as gun, then we get to the barrel and it just like, what the heck happened? So that's unfortunate. Or, if you want, you can use it as a melee weapon, as a blunt object. Literally just a pipe. It's just a pipe, blunt object. Yeah, so kind of the bottom of the barrel as far as the weapons go for this guy. He did not score high on the weapon set, so that's unfortunate. But overall, not a bad figure. And there, just so you can see him compared with Dragstrip. I already know I did Breakdown and Dragstrip together, but here you can see both of them being arms, what they look like as far as scale goes, just so you can see how one arm would look versus the other, just because obviously Dragstrip's a little bit more lanky, a little bit more thin, and Dead End's a little bit more chunky as far as, his alt mode parts go, so there are going to be some noticeable differences as far as like the arms go, especially in the color scheme, and also in the size. So there you go. There's a little something to note. So to get him into his limb modes, we're just going to start by, let's just put the hands away, because obviously we're not going to need those hands. And if we're going to get this one, again, those are really tight ratchets. Don't know why we needed ratchets for that, but they decided to go for it. Then what we're going to do is take the hands, and you can see kind of at the forearm, there is a little tab right there hanging off. You can see that little piece of plastic just hanging off. There's a little tab hole at the base of the window, kind of right there. Right below, you can see there's a hole. Fit that tab into there, and that's your locking point. I don't know if it's exactly, going to lock in, but basically, again, like I said with my Aerial Bots videos, that's kind of like a guiding point. You can even see the forearms fit in with the shape of the chest and abdomen. So like I said, it's just like a guiding point. It doesn't exactly lock in, but there you go. That's what's supposed to keep the arms intact. And then we'll take the legs here, and we're going to flip out this piece. And then, let's see if I can remember. So I feel like, nope, there you go. There it is. Just clip the legs together, and we're done with that. Now it's just a matter of the head. Probably shouldn't have the head showing. I mean, if I had to guess, I wouldn't recommend it. Trying to remember exactly how the head goes. But let's get out the combiner point as well. We're doing arm mode first. I don't know why I decided to go arm mode first. I guess it was just easier. One complaint is that these arm joints, or at least the joints in the stomachs and all that, are very solid, which is not bad, but it's just like they're kind of hard to get out sometimes. There you go, get that out. And I'm trying to remember what you do with the head, because you obviously need to hide it. I feel like you should hide it more than just this. I think you just pretty much do that. Yeah, that looks about right. And then, or no, you transform the head basically back like this. So you pretty much want to transform the head and the front of the car and the vehicle, everything, back into a car mode. If I can find the two tabs that lock up. It's kind of hard to get them, but there's two tabs here. There we go. I think I just got them. I will say this, as far as these car designs for this guy and Wild Rider, it's hard to get the front of the car, everything, the hood and everything, to lock into the tab holes that they are given. It's not an easy plug for them. And then there we go, let's get this. I don't know if it's exactly in, but that's the best I can do at the moment. And I believe it's supposed to be like this. I don't think you're supposed to have all that chunk hanging. I think this is supposed to form like the shoulder bits area. So we've got the arms hidden. We'll have the legs out like this. And then let me just get out his piece. Where'd it go? This is not it. This is it. Here we go. Take this, fold it around about. Actually, you know what? I think he makes the left arm, so I'm going to go ahead and fold his thumb the other way. So it would be like this. These things are splitting up on me. And then we take that, we folded out that port. And I did it backwards. His thumb should be this way. There we go. Hand is in the position. Thumb is right. There we go. Pretty solid looking arm. I think that's cool. It definitely gives you a dead end feel. So that's how I believe the arm should go. Something to this extent. You pretty much got the front transformed all properly in the car mode. We've got the legs into vehicle mode. I mean, I'm sorry. We have the front of the car into vehicle mode, legs back of the car into robot mode, and then the arms kind of just, again, find that the tab and then line up with that tab hole. And mine is actually not lined up. It popped out. Yes, it's not exactly a fine tab, but it is a guiding point. That's how I put it. And I think I got it. Yeah, see, they don't lock in or anything, but that's just, how you should angle it. And there's the arm. Pretty solid looking arm. The shoulder and bicep are pretty thick. And then the elbow and the forearm kind of go into weird ways, but it's not bad. The color's good. So there's that. And we'll go ahead and do the leg mode now. So to get him in a leg mode, you pretty much want to finish off the transformation back into vehicle mode. So we'll flip out this bit. And then we'll take the legs, open them up, and then rotate this. And then fold them back like that. Take this. How do I open it? There you go. Open it, fold it in. Do that. And then you want to have it like that. Rotate the whole waist. I probably should have done this part after, but yeah, there you go. Rotate the waist. I think I got it. Yeah. And then just combine these bits back together. Dab that in. Put this back in here. The arms, you want them back into their vehicle mode settings. there you go. And I had it. Why did it pop out? Oh, there you go. Okay, so you can see the combiner port's still sticking out. That's because now we're pretty much back in vehicle mode, but instead we're going to take this front part, the windshield that we opened up before, bring it back there, take this whole section, bring it back here. Oops, bring the head too. Take it all. Take it all. There you go. Flip this bit up, and then get the hand-foot gun thing. Gonna flip it out. And now we have, well, depending on how you want to do it, the leg, because in some pictures we see the leg like this. That looks weird. So I say the leg should be like this. So that's how the leg should go. And it's a bit iffy just because this chunk here looks a bit weird hanging off like that. But that is how the transformation should be going. Or if you want G1 accuracy, you can flip it around, have these parts exposed. It does look much cleaner and flat if you do it that way, so I don't have any issues with that. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This is a great figure. This is a great set. I'm loving what Hasbro is doing with their toys these days. They're really stepping it up as far as the Generations and Combiner Wars goes. Go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, as well as follow me on Twitter and Tumblr at Mechacation, and Instagram at Mechas of Ironheart. Find all my pictures, recent purchases, who's making what, what's coming out, all that great stuff, little sets I make, and more. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and have a great night!